Oh, thank God that was arduous.
Yeah, well,
listen, as long as you're just hanging around and have apparently lived through the last mailbag.
Yeah.
Which many didn't. We have...
I lived through the last mailbag, and all I got was this crappy T-shirt. It's a metaphorical T-shirt.
I have sent out 14 condolence cards already for people that just couldn't get all the way through it. And
yeah.
But anyway, if you can get all the way through that one, you can suffer through anything. So welcome to the club. You might as well like, subscribe, and follow us now because you're in.
And we love you.
For some reason. Don't get it. Anyway, like, subscribe, and follow us. And if you have any really bizarre, weird stories you find, Jessica, please feel free to share them with us at TITR@netradio.network. All one word. No caps.
And if you feel like commenting, comment away.
Yeah, only, be nice or mean. None of this in the middle stuff.
Yeah, there's none of this. Well, I could take you or leave you.
You guys are okay.
None
like
of that.
Oatmeal without raisins.
This is True, Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true.
Really?
As far as you know.
Taylor Tomlinson.
So,
you ever married couples where one is noticeably hotter? It's like chocolate-covered raisins. Yeah, sure, it tastes good, but you all look at chocolate and go, chocolate. Come on, you can do so much better. You were meant to hang out with peanut butter and almonds.
And
here
malt.
you are with raisin. I mean, raisin, no offense, but honestly, aren't you more of a, I don't know, oatmeal kind of?
It's that round, wholesome face of hers.
And he, wouldn't you, so we could, or, you could meet my mom.
Yeah, what the heck?
I will meet your mom all day. Moms love me.
So the first time my toddler farted that he noticed, he was laughing really hard.
Is there something I need to know?
No, I'm telling you some fart stories. So now he thinks...
good. They're not your, personal...
No.
Oh, God.
So now he thinks farts are his butt laughing.
All right, I'll live with that. That's good.
Anytime anyone farts, he thinks something funny must have happened. But he's so funny trying to figure it out that he just makes everyone laugh more. Farts are funny. So my family hasn't really gotten anywhere dissuading him.
That's something that that transcends the sophomore locker room.
Doesn't it, though? And this one, it was interesting. On the third or fourth day after my emergency surgery, I was chilling in my hospital bed with a few visitors. There were my parents, with my mom sitting in a chair at the foot of the bed. My brother was there, and so were a couple of paramedics who'd stopped by to chat a minute. And they were seated on the radiator by the foot of my bed. Not long after the medics got there, I got the most hideously painful cramp that had me pulling my knees up and screaming louder and louder as the cramp got worse and worse. I started smashing the call button for the nurse about halfway in, and then...
it exploded.
It happened.
Oh.
I have never managed to produce a fart anywhere near as loud in all the years since. It was sustained wind for many seconds. It didn't finish blowing out until the nurse got there, poked her head in the door, and chirpily said, "Well, I see someone's bowels are back up and running." Sounds to me like
no kidding.
They're screaming for help. From the foot of the bed, my mom and the medics got to watch my sheets billow in time with the wind.
Did she then open the sheets up so she could share with everyone?
One of the medics laughed hard enough to fall off his perch. My mom had to run for the bathroom, afraid she'd pee herself laughing. That's a good mom.
It's all your fault I have to do that, kid. All right, as long as we're doing kid stories.
All right.
Well, a 10-year-old Florida boy and his 11-year-old sister who were running away to California. Okay, we're talking Florida kids who, of course, are the product of Florida men and Florida women.
Oops.
They were going to run away to California, which is a faraway land. They drove 200 miles in their mom's car before they finally got stopped by a sheriff's deputy on an interstate.
I'll need you to get out of the car, little guy.
Why is there no one driving the car? The Alachua County Sheriff's Office says the deputies spotted the sedan on I-75 near Gainesville in North Florida just before 4 a.m. Well, mom's not there. They have no curfew. The children's mother had reported it stolen. Her kids missing 4 hours earlier in Northport, which is in Southwest Florida.
They got a long way.
Well, yeah, about 200 miles.
Sheesh.
The deputies, thinking they were dealing with car thieves, drew their guns and ordered those inside the car to step out. That should have been, I hope that's on body cam.
That would be great.
That'd be hilarious.
You got me, copper.
Much to their, I'm going in, copper. Much to their surprise, deputies observed a 10-year-old male driver exit the vehicle along with his 11-year-old sister. I'm guessing she had drove first, and now, they had switched.
Yeah, they had to take turns, sure.
Children told the deputies the girl had been upset that their mom had taken away their electronic devices for misbehaving. So the boy was driving to California.
To who? To where? To do what?
Well, apparently, California is a land where you can play your electronic devices anytime, even if you're bad.
Did they have their electronic devices with them?
I have no. They may have to. They may think maybe California hands them out at the border.
Hmm.
You need a cell phone. Got your PlayStation.
You want a gun? No.
That you can't have.
Yeah.
California.
Yeah.
Where there's no gun crime. The children were interviewed by detectives who said there was no indication that they'd been mistreated by their mother or anyone else in home.
It's not mistreatment to take away our favorite pastime?
The mom thankfully declined to press charges. Children were released to her, and the names of mom and kids have not been released.
Nope, I'm not pressing charges. I want them at home.
I don't know how to tell you this, kids, but if your parents are anything like my parents,
boy,
you should have stayed in the jail.
Yep. Speaking of family, animal lover Dave Brooker says his 2-year-old pet turkey Trouble version 2, or T2 for short, is like a child to him and goes with him everywhere.
Cluck.
He has certainly attracted some stares from locals in Maidstone, Kent, when they spot T2 in the passenger seat of his car, or see him giving her favorite snack, the meat from a Scotch egg, in the supermarket car park. He works for Tesco. So
I don't think I can tell you how weird this is getting quickly.
She loves going to Tesco because she then gets the Scotch egg meat. Dave, 56, even takes her to the pub with him, and they can often be found sat in the White Horse pub together, sharing a packet of cheese and onion crisps. He's also stopped eating turkey for Christmas dinner, since taking T2 on as a pet. She's like my child, Dave admitted, adding, there's a mutual bond. She's good company and entertaining. Sometimes I think she's even part human. If we were all the same, the world would be boring. And there's a lot weirder things that happen than a man keeping a turkey. She just makes people smile, which I think is fantastic. I can't argue with you.
On a 1 to 10 of weird, yeah, it's pretty weird.
Yeah, that's pretty weird. And at least goes, it's not quite to plaid, but it is sitting there at roughly Apple.
Easily at Apple, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this has nothing to do with family or apples or anything. No kids driving, no fart jokes.
Good segue.
I think I have a hospital in here somewhere, though, so that'd be close.
Oh, there we go.
Beth Bogar of West Chesterfield, New Hampshire, was just finishing up a trip with her hubby to Bali when things took a rather weird turn.
He ended up in Singapore.
WMUR-TV reports the couple ended their tour at the Mason Elephant Park and Lodge, where she got to swim with and ride an elephant. Okay, that'd be kind of cool.
Well, you got to ride an elephant, I remember.
Not sure I want to swim with one, but riding one's kind of cool.
I've swum with dolphins. You've ridden an alligator. I mean, a herbivore.
A heffalump or a woozle.
A heffalump, yeah. And so between the two of us, we've got her total thing going.
Right there. Except swimming with an elephant just strikes me as like asking for drowning.
Yeah.
When she posed with the pachyderm for a photo, though, her arm got somehow pushed into the animal's mouth. Couldn't get the arm out, she said. I could hear cracking, and I started to panic. As you may have guessed, Bogar was rushed to the hospital an hour away, where the surgeons were able to to piece the arm back together with plates and screws. Beth said it's going to be a long road, I think. She noted, by the way, she knew the risks going in and doesn't blame the elephant. I'm guessing what was the problem here was her peanut perfume was probably not the thing to wear.
Yeah, what you do is you wear circus peanut perfume. Everybody hates those things.
I could see Mr. Peanut on the sidelines going,
rubbing his hands together with
I
glee.
mean, come on, can you trust a peanut with a skimmer and the monocle thing? I don't think so. Whole gallon.
This is true, really news. Send email to TITR@netradio.network.